Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna do an update video on my original Blink-182 One More Time review. I know a lot of you really liked that video, and I think I was the first person in the world to review the new Blink album on YouTube, which is awesome, by the way. And it's nearly been 4 months since the album came out. October, November, January, February, maybe 3, I'm not sure. So I thought I'd do an update on where I'm at. Before I get into it, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos. I do all kinds of pop culture content on this channel, and I'd love for you to stick around and check out some of my other stuff. So this video is really timely because I'm literally seeing Blink-182 in 7 days. I can't believe it either, particularly because I bought these tickets back in October 2022, which seems so far away now. I did buy VIP tickets, so hopefully I will be at the front row. See you all there. Let me know if you're coming. I would love to chat to people there. And I guess the main thing I want to start with on this is that I never thought there would be an album in my life that could possibly top Untitled by Blink-182. That has been my favorite album for a very long time. To me, it's a magnum opus. To me, it is the pinnacle of the genre, of Blink's creativity. Everything about them peaked there. But I gotta say, One More Time might just cross over that peak. I am aware that that is a very big call to make, but hear me out. This is genuinely one of my favorite albums ever. I am so obsessed with this album. I've not stopped listening. I love the tracks. I'm gonna go track by track and just talk about my thoughts on all of them. And if I can, I'm gonna do a little guitar intro to all of the tracks. This time I won't be complacent. The dreams I gave up and wasted. Anthem Part 3 is just an iconic Blink song from the get-go. It instantly jumped out to me when I first listened. It is probably my favorite track on the album, and I would be very surprised if they do not open the tour with this song. It is just amazing. Again, the lyrical content of this time I won't be complacent, the dreams I gave up and wasted, a new high, a new ride, my old shit ends here tonight. Absolutely love that. A great Tom-centric song, but then Mark comes in with that bridge in the middle. No one gave a fuck that you died. It is just such a good opening song. It brings so much energy. That outro section as well is amazing. Oh man, it kicks it off really, really well, and I really want to hear this one live. Again, Dance With Me is just an epic single. It has grown on me so much, and I love the Olays, but like a lot of people that I've seen, particularly in the Blink Reddit, loving that kind of outro change lyric of chorus where Tom sings that, "You beat my heart from miles away, you spin me like a hurricane." Oh, just the passion in that. The breakdown again, those Mark breakdowns. The Olays are going to go so hard here in Melbourne when they play it live. I am so excited. And again, this is just a fun Blink song. It's incredible. Man, this album is awesome. Let's do Fell in Love. Remember the time we first met, you were at a party with your ex. I said hello and I got drunk. Do you remember the time we fell in love? I hate that this song gets so much hate. Obviously, it's like pop-centric, and a lot of people say the intro is very generic. I love this song. My girlfriend loves this song. It is a pop banger. I was on this song's side from the start. I've seen a few people talking about how it's grown on them, but I actually think this is one of the best songs on the album. I genuinely really like it. It seems like it was predominantly Travis written as well, which I think is awesome, but I really like, Mark coming in. Honestly, I needed you, you needed me. I really like that section. I love the Cure sampling. I just think it's a really good song, and maybe it's not what people expected or wanted from this album, but to me, it's a pop song. It's like All the Small Things. It is supposed to be poppy, fun. It's about love. It's great. I don't think this song deserves all the hate that it gets. I think it's awesome. Terrified, aka the Boxcar Racer song, is still pretty incredible. I personally think it's very similar tonally to Turpentine, which comes later in the album, and I definitely prefer Turpentine, but I think Terrified is a great song. One thing is those bits in the chorus where it's like, we'll go terrified, and it's like, I'm not sure if it's Mark or Tom doing that. I'm pretty sure it's Tom, but I would definitely prefer it to have been Mark. I think this is a great song. I think it's really unique. It reminds me, obviously, of Boxcar Racer and Untitled. I think this is great. And from like the banging highs the first few songs of the album brings, this kind of crashes it back down, and I like that kind of focus that it brings. One more time, one more time, one more time, I miss you. This song has genuinely grown on me so much. Obviously, it's a very reflective song about the band and their relationships with each other, and I think that's fantastic. There's those nods to Travis's plane crash, to Mark's cancer. Tom sings very personally. I think this song had to happen. There was nothing like this on Neighborhoods. There was no acknowledgement. There was no processing of these relationships. And I think having a song like this on One More Time really shows me, hopefully, that they have kind of talked about things, resolved things, and they can write honestly about their feelings about one another and the legacy of their band. This song as well really speaks to me. It's really helped me to honestly like reconnect with old friends in my life that I've had falling outs with, and put aside kind of grudges and childish things and just, you know, cut past the shit and be friends with people that I miss. I genuinely feel like this song helped me realize that my friendships with certain people were more valuable than pointless grudges or grudge holding with them. So I really needed this song, and I think it's really important. I don't feel pain, but I feel more than you ever know. People are gonna really hate me for this, but More Than You Know is probably one of my least favorite songs on the album. Don't get me wrong, like, I think it's a great song. It reminds me of like some of the best tracks on Untitled, like Stockholm Syndrome, even Here's Your Letter, Violence. Like, it's that kind of vibe. I really like it. I don't think it's a bad song. It doesn't speak to me as much as a lot of the other ones. It is very popular here in Australia. It made it into, I think, number 53 in Triple J's Hottest 100 countdown, which is a huge deal, particularly for Blink-182. And I think it's a great song, harkens back to the glory days, but I don't know. I don't know why it never really grew on me as much as it seemed to for everyone else. I don't think it's a bad song. Just for me, it hasn't quite been one to re-listen to. If you're too sensitive, then turn this off. If you're offended by these words, then please fuck off. If you're an asshole with a dick, then there's something I can lick. Or maybe we can call ourselves proctologists. I actually love the irreverence of Turn This Off. I think it's genuinely one of the best joke songs that they have ever written. The California 9 era had a few joke songs with Built This Pool, which was great. Bohemian Rhapsody, which was great. But I actually think the rapid duality here between Mark and Tom is just everything I love about Blink. It's really irreverent. It's really narky. It's really, really fun. Mark's part in particular is hilarious, and I just think it's a great short song. We'll never hear it live, but I think it's awesome. When we were young, I used to run in free like every other. When we were young, nothing's too fast cause we explode together. When We Were Young, to me, is like the breakout track. I really think it should have been a single as well, because this song, again, like One More Time, is like, I feel like a song that needed to happen. It's like just the band reflecting on their youth, and I look at the California and 9 era, and a lot of that, even though I personally like a lot of that music, it does feel like a bunch of like old guys pretending to be young, whereas this album thematically, and particularly with this song, feels like a bunch of old guys looking back on their youth with like nostalgia and longing and yearning for it, but knowing that that time is lost. I think that is a key ingredient as to why this album is so good and why this album works, because there's no denial. There's no like, yeah, let's keep the youth alive. It's like, no, we're old now and we want to sing about us missing the old days, which we all do. This song is why this album works so well, I think. Particularly like some of the lines from Mark, like even the simplicity of "we fell out of touch, now everything sucks," I think is incredible. I think it's just, in life, like you lose touch with people from your past and it's sad, but it's just a reality. No way, no, I'll leave the broken hearted. Oh no, look at the mess we started. Oh no, look at the broken hearts this way. I occasionally forget that Edging is even a song on this album just because it came out so long ago, and then it kind of hits me after When We Were Young and I'm like, oh yeah, this song's on the album. I still love this. I don't know why a lot of people seem to dislike this song. To me, this was the perfect comeback single for Blink-182 with Tom again. I just think it is so fun. It's bouncy, it's flippant, it's irreverent. It characterizes the album so well, and it's such a good first taster of what Blink-182 was going to be in 2023, and I love it. It's still probably one of my favorite Blink-182 songs of all time, and I really can't wait to sing this one live. You don't know what you've got. You don't know what you've got. You don't know what you've got till it's almost gone. Similar to More Than You Know, this is probably down there in my song ranking, not because I think it's a bad song. I think it's very honest. I think it's very raw. Mark talking about his cancer with some pretty good lyricism. Mark really blows it out on this album with his lyric. I don't know why I don't come back to this one as much. I think maybe because it's a little bit slower, and I guess I find the chorus pretty repetitive, but I do love that bridge from Mark where he kind of goes into that higher register and goes, I made a deal with God, you can write my epilogue. It's really sad, it's really confronting, and I think this is a great song. Another really honest song that I'm sure Mark was writing about his cancer diagnosis for a very long time, and if this is the end result of that, then that's incredible. I think this song is great. It's just not one of my favorites on the album. No, I just can't keep my mind off you. The pain's so deep I can't get through. With the midnight black and white tattoo, the same old fights they just won't do. Okay, if you watched my original review of the album, you will know that I originally was like, oh, I don't know about this song. I don't know about Blink-Wave. Oh man, Blink-Wave is definitely one of the top 3 on the album, for sure. This song, it took a bit to grow on me, but it is incredible. This song is genuinely such a masterpiece. A lot of people are saying it's the sequel to Always. I think just because it's like that new wave 80s kind of style. I think it's epic. Mark, and I kind of like the blurred out sort of shoegazy lyrics in this. Like it kind of, everything kind of blends in this song, and I really like it. Especially that bit in verse 2 where Mark does a slightly different melody where he goes, I'm haunted by the voice inside my head. Love that. Absolutely love that. The chorus is great. It's amazing. I would love a whole Blink album in this style, in this 80s new wave kind of style. I don't think it'd happen, but I think it would be awesome. Incredible track. I'm giving you bad, bad news. I think I might have fallen out of love with you. Years of fighting and hiding feelings, all those nights staring at the ceiling. If anything, this is the best song Mark has written in a very long time. That is not a stab at Mark's writing. He writes incredible songs. A lot of the songs on California and 9 are great. A lot of the songs on Neighborhoods are great, but this is pinnacle Mark. This feels like the most raw and honest, maybe alongside You Don't Know What You've Got, but this feels like the most raw, honest Mark song. It feels like a sequel to Damn It to me. It genuinely does. Like, it's got those really fast guitars. It's got really honest lyrics. It's just so good. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, even those Tom backup vocals where it's like, I keep on thinking that I might be better alone. Tom comes in with, I might be better alone. That feels so Dude Ranch, so Cheshire. That's what this song feels like, but it's clean, it's tidy, it's ace. This is a fantastic song and one of Mark's best ever. I'll genuinely put that in like top 5 Mark songs ever. This song's grown on me so much. It is so relatable as well. Everyone has felt that, and Mark just captures that in a bottle, puts it into this song, and it's out into the world. Amazing work, Mark. Have you heard like this before? Oh, oh. The thing about Hurt is it's clearly like an Angels and Airwaves demo. I don't think that is remotely debatable. It's so Angels and Airwaves. I think it was even confirmed by Aaron Rubin in a podcast I listened to, but I think it works really well. I think it feels really Angels and Airwavesy, which is pretty missing on this album. To Tom's credit, he did make it feel very Blink. I don't know if the album needs an interlude here, but I still think it's a really good track. The only other thing similar to Terrified is I wish it was Mark going, oh, I'm 99% sure it's Tom. If anyone can prove me wrong, great. But I do really like this song. And then it leads into Turpentine. What if I'm not like the others? I get why this song is a fan favorite. It's honestly amazing. They are apparently shooting a music video for it, and there's been some footage that people are saying is them practicing playing it live. If so, Australia will probably hear Turpentine live for the first time, and I think that's amazing. It's a great song. It's so fun. I still haven't managed to learn all the lyrics, particularly at that bit where it's like, trampoline, nicotine, at the end. I think it's awesome. I love Mark's part. This song is a masterpiece. It's one of Tom's best. And yeah, I would love to hear this and Bad News live. Those are the two I really want to hear. This one's looking likely. Bad News, I don't know, but I would love to hear it live. Okay, the last three I'm not going to play in guitar because it's too hard, but I'm just going to talk about them anyway. Of course, Fuckface is the, hardcore punk short joke track. I actually think it's really fun. Like, I think it's just a cool way, particularly this and of course Turn It Off, are just a cool way to have two short songs and then maybe Hurt as well, to just break up the flow of the album, keep the album moving, segment the album a bit, especially because there's like 18 tracks on the album. I feel like they work really well at creating space. I don't have heaps to say about this song, but I think it's cool. Other Side is growing on me a lot. Again, I think it's really strong writing from Mark. It's a very personal song about, I think, his bass tech who passed away. And those lyrics like, it'll never be the same, stage right, but we'll always have that coffee live. I think they're really honest, earnest, and it's just a fun song. Like, it's an optimistic song. It's not a song about looking at death and pain. It's like looking at death with optimism of like, hey, I'll see you on the other side. I think it's quite beautiful. I really like this song. Of Bad News and Other Side, Bad News is definitely stronger to me, but I love them both. Finally, Childhood, which I think has been pretty mixed within the fandom. I really like it. I don't like the 2023 line because I think it ages the record a bit straight away. Like, it's 2024 now, but I do appreciate the themes and the lyrics around, similar to when we were young. Where did our childhood go? I want to know. Why is everyone afraid to be themselves, not imitate? Just like these themes, these things we can all relate to about being human and being alive and how we feel. I relate to that song a lot, and I love the outro. It's almost like this video gamey 8-bit, like do 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 do. It does kind of feel like that song is sort of meandering through the past and like leaving you sucked into nostalgia for your past and your childhood. Incredible album. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of check-in on the album. I'm going to do a video about the live shows. I'm actually going twice in Melbourne on Feb 13th and Feb 26th. It's going to be a great month, and subscribe to my channel to see those. Subscribe to a bunch of my other videos where I just talk about pop culture and everything like that. I'd love for you to be along for the ride. See you later. Thanks so much for watching.